The 49ers pulled off a big win against the Los Angeles Chargers. Let's talk about what exactly they were able to do successfully. I thought there was a lot of different moving parts on their offense that worked well. From Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel to Brandon Ayuk and even Jimmy Garoppolo. Yes, Jimmy Garoppolo was a key factor in this one, the guy who never gets credit. I think we got to give him some credit today. Let's just get into everything that went well and everything that went wrong for the 49ers offense. All right, let's start off with this play. What's going to happen here, it's going to be a man coverage play, and you have Brandon Ayuk running over the middle. So, okay, you see all that, but like, okay, what else is there, right? What are the other exotic Kyle Shanahan wild things that are going on in this play? Is there going to be some flea flicker? Is there a heavy play action that's going to fool everyone? Really, no. I mean, this is just a traditional passing play. Yes, the 49ers do that sometimes, and I thought that they were doing it pretty well in this game. I thought they executed this stuff pretty well when they just said, hey, let's just throw the ball. Watch, Garoppolo takes the snap. You're going to see that Ayuk does get open on this play. So, again, part of it is you have a guy like Brandon Ayuk who is, I think an underrated receiver. He's a really good receiver, and he is getting open here. Garoppolo's throw a bit up, but no problem for Ayuk, who's able to pick up the catch and get a significant gain on that one. So they were able to move the ball effectively, I thought, with just doing stuff like this. It wasn't perfect, but they definitely had some moments where they're able to have success here. Now, we also saw a fair share of plays like this, which was not quite as impressive, I think it's fair to say. Or maybe the better phrase is it was better defense, worse offense, whatever you want to say. Didn't work out as well for the 49ers. Watch as you see when Garoppolo takes the snap. Couple seconds into the play right now at this point, we're actually, just slightly under 2 seconds. Garoppolo looks towards his left, doesn't love what he sees, and so it's going to have to try to figure something else out. And this is what you want to have happen, right? If you can stop that first read, the whole point is you want to try to get Garoppolo to have to do other things. Watch, Garoppolo, to his credit, is going to try. I mean, I think he did about as much as he could have here. But again, if you're getting Garoppolo outside the pocket, try to make something happen. That is a win if you're a defense playing San Francisco. And we definitely saw that the Chargers, at times, I thought their defense looked actually pretty decent and was able to get some stops. This is a defense that has been criticized for struggling a bit, but hey, if you're getting stops, that's what you want to do. However, just because that is the case doesn't mean that Garoppolo didn't at times find ways to make some sort of playmaking plays of his own. Listen, Garoppolo is an imperfect quarterback, but he's not a garbage quarterback either. He can make some plays, and he can make some things happen on his own every now and then, and he would do that here, where it's a zone coverage play, so that's what's happening. Watch how when Garoppolo takes the snap, he is going to, again, look towards his left, doesn't love what he sees, and we're a lot further into this play than we were into that last play. That last play, it was about a little under 2 seconds. He quickly just realized it wasn't going to get open. This play, we're talking 3 seconds into the play. Well, what do you have? I've circled something. You have a player who's, just supposed to run a flat route, mostly just a setup route right here. But as Garoppolo, is looking for something to develop, well, don't just stand still, try to get open. As you see, that's exactly what Ray McCloud is going to do. Garoppolo scrambles out and is actually able to hit him on the move. Really good throw by Garoppolo, actually. And they're able to pick up 33 yards on that play. So again, hey, got to give credit to Jimmy Garoppolo on some of these plays, making the right throw. Again, I know that typically people sort of talk about the 49ers as having success in spite of Jimmy G. There certainly has been instances when that's been the case, but he made some plays as well. It's not all Shanahan. But of course, it's not Shanahan either. He had some good plays. Even though the running game wasn't as effective early on as maybe we would have expected, they were still able to do some nice things to get the ball in the running back's hands and things like that. For example, something like this, where it's going to be a screen pass to Christian McCaffrey towards the bottom of the screen. And watch how Garoppolo takes the snap, runs a play action, doesn't hit Jimmy Garoppolo, he hits Christian McCaffrey, who now you look down the field, there's just a ton of space for McCaffrey to run. And as you see, McCaffrey makes the most of that, is able to get the ball inside the 5. So even if it's not in a traditional way, you still do see these Shanahan kind of, again, that's not the craziest thing you'll ever see. Play action, screen pass, you do see that. But again, just more unique ways to move the ball down the field. Shanahan uses every play in the playbook, it feels like, and this one is one of them. Going over here, so we saw the running game kind of struggle a bit early on, but this drive here, first drive of the second half, the running game really started to pick up. Watch, this is going to be a Christian McCaffrey run where he's going to be able to pick up a first down. We're then going to have a Deebo Samuel run where he is going to get to the outside a little bit and be able to pick up a first down. And then you also have even Elijah Mitchell. So several different backs getting involved, which is what the 49ers want to do. When the 49ers running game is working at its best, it's because you have several different running backs who are being effective. It doesn't just have to be McCaffrey, even though he's the guy you paid a bunch for. It doesn't have to be just Deebo Samuel, even though he's the one who, everyone talks about him as the wide back or whatever you want to call him. This was a very important play. Something we talked about a little bit earlier on in this video is Brandon Ayuk being able to win these one-on-one matchups as they're currently down 3 points. So, hey, field goal, not the end of the world. We'll make it a tie game sort of in the middle of the fourth quarter. There's obviously a good amount of value in that. But you, of course, would rather take the lead if possible. The Chargers have one-on-one matchups across the board. They are going to be blitzing pretty heavily here. So for Garoppolo, it really is a get rid of the football basically the second you get it type situation and hope it works out. So you have to make your read pre-snap, and who's the guy here? It's Brandon Ayuk. That's the guy you're going to look towards. Watch as Garoppolo does take the snap. He, again, just fires one, and you see how open Ayuk got there. Again, part of it is there's no safety help over the top, so you are in kind of a situation where you don't want to get burned deep. You have no help anywhere, but still, you got to make that play. It's a risky play, but you got to find a way to, cover it up. But it's tough to do when it's Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk makes it a lot more difficult. He's able to get open enough to eventually, put himself in this position. Not just that, but great piece of moving after the catch to not quite get into the end zone, but get them very close. They got into the end zone on the very next play, so they're able to do that. So yeah, listen, as a whole, I definitely think that this 49ers team, you feel good about it. You're 5-4. You're in a playoff spot. That's where you want to be. Obviously, I think they still have higher hopes than what's happened to this point. I think 5-4 is not their goal right here. They do want to have a better record than that. Well, the way to get better is to keep winning. So winning here is certainly a good start. I do think there's maybe some concerns with the defense just with how injured they are. The 49ers are a team that loves to get injured. But you know what? There's a lot of pieces on this offense that can really work out well. And it's part of why this offense is so successful is it's not just dependent on one player. If one person has a bad day, other guys can come along and be successful and help out in different ways. So that's part of why it's working. At least that's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.